And welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to do something slightly different and I actually want to do a book review. Now I've been part of the Folklore Thursday community for probably about a year now actually. And if you don't know what it is, it's on Twitter and people post snippets of folklore, photographs, engravings from books or blog posts to do with folklore. And you then just simply use the hashtag Folklore Thursday on a Thursday on Twitter, and then you can see everybody else's awesome stuff. I've sort of fallen into a bit of a habit of doing quite a lot of death related things because I write dark fantasy and gothic horror, but there's some really awesome stuff and some really lovely people. It's a really sort of supportive, friendly community. But as part of it, I did actually enter a competition and I won a copy of this book. And I've been looking at it in Waterstones for quite some time, and it had been on my Amazon wish list. But it was one of those things I was like, I'll ask for it for Christmas. So when I won it, obviously I was over the moon, and I wanted to do a quick review of it just so you can see what it looks like, because a written review is all well and good, but with something this gorgeous, it's nice to be able to see it. And as you can see, it's quite a hefty tome. I mean, just look at that. And it's beautifully designed. And it's just got really nifty little touches like this 4-leaf clover bookmark in the front. And it's divided thus into different sections. So you've got folklore around each sort of month and its theme. So obviously you've got new things for January, sort of basically the kind of things that happen on those days. I mean, just look at this. I mean, how gorgeous is that as a layout? It's absolutely beautiful. Just as it's an artifact of design more than anything. And it's got some very simple sort of spells. It's got tea reading, which obviously if anyone's read Harry Potter, you'll know about tea leaves. It's got about St. Agnes. Sort of little tidbits and things. I'm trying to find, there's sort of like how to make a festive feather headdress, and this gorgeous sort of fold out in the middle, and so on. And it says on the back, it's an indispensable companion to folklore, fairy tales, keepsakes, curiosities, magic, lucky charms, superstitions and secret treasures, and it quite easily does all of those things. It's actually a curiosity of folklore, magic and spells. I mean, and you can just open the book anywhere and find something awesome. I've just found something on weather lore. Obviously you'll have all heard sayings like red sky at night, shepherd's delight, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. It's got things like that in here, and things to do with fairies, gathering seeds. Obviously the October month is pretty cool. But it's just jam-packed with like little snippets of folklore from days of yore, and that almost rhymed. It's got like little snippets of spells and things in it, and it's just a gorgeous book. Now if you're already quite a fan of folklore, you may know some of what's in here. It's not the most in-depth tome in the sense of it'll introduce something and you may get that amount of text on it and that's it, but it sort of serves as like a jumping off point to then go and research that yourself further. I'm certainly going to be mining this for ideas for Folklore Thursday posts coming up. Well, after October, I've got until October scheduled. But it would make a brilliant present for someone if you've got... I would say it's probably primarily aimed at... Actually, I don't know who it's aimed at. I think anybody who's interested in myth and legend and folklore and superstitions and so on, it would be a brilliant Christmas present in particular, which obviously is coming up. I will put a link to it in Amazon below. That will be an affiliate link, so I'll get like pennies if you do decide that you want to buy a copy, but I think it'll be well worth it. And it's just a really nice thing to have lying around because it's the kind of book you can just dip into as and when. And every time you open a page, it's inspiring in terms of the layout and the design, the photography and all that kind of thing, or it's just whatever that topic might be. So if you're a blogger as well, you might find it really useful for just opening the page and, you know, seeing what's on it and using that as inspiration. It may be that you come across something and want to research it further. And also if you write fiction, huge source of story prompts. I mean, if I open the page just randomly, I've got bird lore about kingfishers, ravens, swallows, robins, owls. In Britain, seabirds were commonly thought to be the reincarnated souls of dead sailors. I mean, any of these things could give you a whole range of ideas for stories. So, highly recommended. It's very, very beautiful, and I'm so glad that I won it. But I would have loved it even if I'd bought it. So, really well worth it if you're interested in folklore or you're looking for a really good source of inspiration for stories, blog posts, or just as a present for someone who's interested in that. So that's the Magpie and the Wardrobe, A Curiosity of Folklore, Magic and Spells, and that gets a whopping 5 out of 5 from me. If you enjoyed that video, please hit subscribe below, or click the thumbs up to say that you liked it, because then I'll know what to make more of in future. And if you want more folklore tidbits in your inbox, consider signing up for my email list below, and you'll also receive a free collection of short stories from me. So I'll leave the link below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.